Hello viewers, welcome. This is Adam back again with another war video. This is War 8, I think, of Season 61. My first fight here is going to be Arcade on Special Burst, Tranquilize, Blood in the Water, Gifted node here. I'm going to be using Vox, and just to make this fight even easier, I believe I used a Power Start 1 boost. So I just throw the Special 1 immediately. Don't even need to think about messing with his auto block, and from here on it's just a pretty straightforward fight. So Vox is just awesome. I've always loved using Vox. He's just got so much utility packed in his kit. You're going to see different parts of the utility later in this video. So right there I just use a special one to at least get back a couple degens. I mean, this particular fight, I'm not too concerned with cycling the degens too much, especially because I want to make sure I stick to special 1. Now, you can still keep up the utility from special 1 by consuming, you can alternate between special 1 and 2, I guess, if you want it to be really kind of optimal about it, but generally that takes a level of care that I don't have, and it's easier to just kind of spam the special you want. So there you go. Pretty straightforward fight. Next fight here is a Photon on Buffet over Time node. I don't have the number of this handy. Actually, I do. This is node 28, Photon. So my thought here was, Black Cat is, I'd say in the game overall, Black Cat's my favorite Photon counter, like regardless of node. If it's possible to use Black Cat, I would prefer to use Black Cat. So we figured she'll be able to outdamage the healing. Once you kind of get set up with Black Cat, which doesn't take too long in this fight, you're basically failing something every single time you hit her, and it's pretty good time, Black Cat versus Photon. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm just going to take a couple block hits there, do a couple heavy counters, really build up my cruelties, and swap that card back and forth a few times. Especially while I have really minimal or no debuffs on me at the beginning of the fight, that's relatively safe to bait that heavy out. Okay, so she's healing right now. Again, not a big deal. I haven't really gotten set up yet with my sabotage. Okay, so I'm just kind of, I know that she's well below 10 charges, so I'm not going to trigger anything by knocking her down there. She's not going to trigger her own pure light form there. So at this point I'm like, okay, here we go. Now I can just kind of start whittling her down. As you can see, now that we get the sabotage up, every time we hit her something is failing, so it's staying paused pretty nicely. Yeah, I got hit there. That wasn't super cool. Unfortunately, the sabotage is going to fall off here, but I mean, it's kind of resetting a little bit. I mean, I'm close to special 2 again. She's only at 70, 75, healing up a little bit here. If I could have gone into back into placing the card or stealing the card, whatever, basically place another sabotage here. Gonna kind of start that damage cycle over again. I got a little bit of a period there where she healed back, but she was unblockable for a bit. Here I'm just being careful, kind of normal Photon stuff, just being careful because she was in pure light form, didn't want her to throw that special 2, but now it's okay to throw it. You can see I'm not making a lot of progress on the damage here until about now. So at this point I'm thinking, okay, finally it's starting to kind of work out. That healing's not terrible as long as I can keep up the sabotage rotation here. However, I kind of get stuck here for a little while, to be honest, and I think that there's going to be 2 issues here. One of them is going to be, I'm pretty sure my next special 2 is going to be thrown into the block because, I mean, I don't really know why, but it does. So I'm noticing here as I'm building up to special 2, I'm kind of slow comboing because I'm like, shoot, the card's on the wrong champion here, which also caused me to slow my special. I was just thinking there. I was trying to think what was about to happen, and I just wasn't, I just threw the special 2 too late, which was, I should have just held it until I took the card back to get the sabotage. So I kind of wasted that whole special 2 there. Definitely user error. At about this point, I'm kind of thinking, this is not the greatest probably idea to do this, but Yeah, and I did trigger Vicious there, so now I'm like, gosh darn it! Like now I have a whole phase to go of like a Vicious instead of having a Sabotage. So it's just not as much damage. So I don't even know if I can really totally out damage the healing here with that Vicious up. So I'm kind of just gonna build back up to yet another special 2. Hopefully by then that Vicious is gone and I can get an actual Sabotage. Okay. Okay, so just keep going, keep going. This fight's pretty boring. Should have been done a long time ago. There we go. Finally got that last Sabotage to really get that last pesky 20-25% that just like was not going away. So, in retrospect, I could have done things quite a bit better there. Still not my favorite, fight. Yeah, I might think of a different way to do that next time. Next fight here is Nico Minoru on node 39. So Rich Get Richer, Footloose can be kind of a scary time, especially you start out with buff immunity. So you can't have any buffs. What I'm doing here is I'm just pairing as much as I can with Warlock. Okay, so that's going to build up the infection because Warlock being awakened as he is, I'm going to be able to reverse. Drain power when she's trying to heal from these debuffs. So I just wanted to make sure she had willpower. That was a little unfortunate. She kind of peaked right above a bar of power as I was draining her. So I just have to like wait that out, and then from this point on, it should be okay. Now I didn't quite get her back up to infection yet, but if hopefully she doesn't throw special into block another time, I should be able to do a parry here. There we go. And at this point, I'm pretty safe, able to just get her drained the rest of the fight. I have 2 buffs on me, so I'm winning the Rich Get Richer race for the rest of it. As long as I hold block and she doesn't throw this special 1 into my block, we're looking good. And then I get a special 3, which has even more power drain to it. So she's definitely not going to throw a special after this. So a little bit, little bit tricky of a start there, just because that. Weird amount of power she got in the beginning, but from there we can keep her from throwing another special. I just kind of parry heavy special 2 was my plan, getting to this point. So yeah, pretty good assignment here. Great idea from shout out to William. Thank you for this idea. It works very well once you get through that kind of opening phase of the fight. This is a very good way to do this node and this placement, 39 Nico. So this worked very well. Stick with the parries, build up your infection, and never let her throw a special. Last fight here is going to be 44 Lumatrix, Poison Rupture, Hazard Shift, and Stun Immunity. I'm going to be going in with Vox. Again, super versatile, awesome champion. This time, we're not going to be using his auto block counter because we don't need that, but he also has a miss counter in Vigilance. So I start off the fight here with a few intercepts. He didn't play, Lumatrix did not play into that one, but luckily I got one on the next combo there. He kind of ran into me, so that was cool. I really just want to get that special 2 off as soon as possible. Okay, at this point I'm like, okay, well, he can do whatever he wants. This is rupture phase anyways. I'm like, okay, I'm going to hit into his block here. Hit into his block again. Okay, cool, special intercept. So, gotta love when stuff like that happens. I have the miss counter, so I'm fine just hitting into him a little bit there. Okay, so now he's in poison phase. I'm free to hit as much as I want, really. Do a couple hits into rupture every once in a while, just because I do not want to get cornered against Lumatrix. I don't have a evade counter, and his heavy in the corner is not going to be a good time. You're gonna get hit by that a lot. So I'm not being too worried about hitting into the rupture phase, or I'd kind of prefer to be able to hit in a poison phase and have him not be blocking everything, but it's all right. My next special 2 should place a good amount of degens on him, and that should from 44%. I think that's probably going to be it. You see there, he did a heavy, but when his invisibility is on cooldown, this is a good thing to know about Lumatrix. When his invisibility is on cooldown, he doesn't get that evade charge. So if you just kind of pay attention to his status bar there, you actually can punish his heavy as long as you're kind of paying attention and invisible's on cooldown. So that was nice that I was given that opportunity to hit him there. So he throws back-to-back special 1s there, goes unblockable, but no big deal. So another Lumatrix in the bin. And that's the end of this war. So thank you so much for watching. and we will see you on the next one. Take care.